Hello everyone and welcome back. So the look I'm doing for you today is what Adele wore to the Grammys 2012. She looked so classically beautiful. I just couldn't resist doing it because I just love this kind of makeup, it's so flattering. So really easy and simple to achieve with not too many products, so it's not too much fuss. So I hope you will enjoy, and without further ado, here we go. So it appeared that Adele went for quite a full coverage foundation. Yes, I'm going to be taking Estee Lauder Double Wear, and I've got the colour Ecru. I'm next going to take my Chanel cream bronzer, still taking my flat synthetic kabuki brush, and I'm just going to run this along the cheekbone a little bit and around the perimeter of the face because she had some really nice contouring going on. Okay, next I'm going to just fill in the brows really lightly using my Urban Decay brow duo, and then taking a 263 brush, which is an angled brush. Adele's brows are pretty simple, just filled in nicely with a little bit of definition on the outer half of the brow. Okay, I think that will do for brows. So next onto the shadow, and this is a really simple sort of classic beauty look, which Adele is. So I'm just going to take my MSF Natural powder in light all over the lid. Okay, so with a neutral base all over the lid, I'm going to take Copperplate eyeshadow by MAC, which is a kind of cool grey tone. I'm going to pick that up on a pencil brush and just start defining the crease. So just using the same brush that I used to apply the base colour, I'm just going to blend this line out. But just in and above the socket is where we want that definition. Okay, I'm going to pick some of the Copperplate up onto this brush. I'm actually then going to introduce a little bit of Embark shadow, just to warm that crease up a little bit and deepen it in colour a tiny bit. So just under the eye I'm running a little bit of Embark shadow. So I'm not sure what Adele had in her waterline, but I'm going to take Power Surge Eye Kohl, which is kind of grey gold. So next for the liquid liner, I'm going to just run this along the top lash line quickly. And we're going to create sort of an almond shape, so quite thin at the start of the eye and then getting thicker towards the outer corner. And I'm just going to flick it a tiny bit, like that. So just sketch your line in quite roughly and then go back over. And if you find it easier, just pull the eye taut a little bit so that it gets a bit more of a precise line. And then just add a little flick there. It just needs to be a bit thicker on the outer corner. Alright, so once I put my liner on, my liquid liner, I'm going to go back over it with a black eyeshadow, a matte black eyeshadow, just to make sure it's as black as I want it. And then what's remaining on my brush, I'm just going to run it on that lower outer corner of the underneath of the eye and just join it with our flick there. Next I'm just going to add a thin coat of mascara. While the lashes are just drying, I'm going to just take a bit of my Studio Finish concealer in NW20. Just pop a generous amount of glue onto the back spine of the lash. Then sit patiently and wait for about 30 seconds to a minute for that to just go tacky. So the lashes I've chosen are the Sex and the City Samantha lashes. And they're really very sort of feathery and flirty, like Adele had on at the Grammys. Once that glue's just dried a little bit, I'm going to pop them on with tweezers to the centre of the eye. And they'll look really funny. Just let them sit there for a second. And I'm going to just manoeuvre them around a little. And try and pop in the back end and then the front. You can just push them on with your finger a little bit and that should be them stuck properly. Now that lashes are on and they're dry, concealing's done, I can now put some mascara onto the bottom lashes. I'm next going to set that using my new favourite powder for contour slash blush, and that is Avon's Earthen Rose. So I'm just going to load up my brush, tap a bit off, and sweep it over that Chanel bronzer just to set it in place. And just take it a little bit through the hairline and along the jawline. I'm actually going to just contour my nose a little bit with the same powder, with the Earthen Rose, because I think Adele or her makeup artist probably does that for her. I'm going to take it right from the brow down the side of the nose. And a little bit along the bottom of the nose. So like I said, one of the looks that Adele wore last night at the Grammys was a nude lip, which we are used to seeing her in all the time, and the other was a classic bright red lip. So that's what I'm going to do today, and I've got Barry M lip liner in number 3. From my lip palette I'm going to use this colour here, which is called Red Fever, and it is by Rimmel. So once the lips are filled in as best you can get them and as beautifully shaped as possible, I'm next going to take my concealer and a little fine liner brush and go around the outside just to make the mouth really stand out. This probably isn't a step to do if you're wearing a bright lip just for every day, but if you're going out and you really want your lips to be the focus of your makeup, then going around with concealer is an excellent way just to make that lip really sharp and defined. Okay everyone, this is the finished look for Adele at the Grammys 2012. I really hope you like it. I couldn't resist doing another look of her makeup because it's always so classic and beautiful, and she just is a classic beauty herself. I think she's definitely secured herself as a diva and someone who'll go down in history as one of the great British musicians. I really love her and I really hope you loved the look. This is how I interpreted it, and enjoy, and if you recreate it let me know. See you soon, bye!